absorption of water in the plants. So for that you should know about the structure of the roots. Roots are the main organ of the plant. Roots are the main parts of the plant which help in the absorption of water as well as salt and minerals. So for that we should see about the structure of root. Actually the root is having very small thread-like structure. Those are called root hairs. These are root hairs. Root hair, there are some special features of root hairs. Root hair are unicellular, means single cell. Single cell make them possible to take water and minerals from the soil easily. Secondly, it is having very thin membrane. Thin membrane make it possible to take salt, water and minerals easily because they have to cross only the single layer. And we know that the root of the plant absorbs minerals, salt and water from the soil. Soil contains more water, more minerals, more salt, but the root of the plant has less minerals, less salt, less water. So you have to remember that always the things as well as water will move from high concentration to its lower concentration. And cell of the plants are semi-permeable. Semi-permeable means they can take a special kind of substances which is required by the cell. They are absorbed by the cells. Suppose this is a cell and this is the membrane between the two cells, or this is the external environment of the cell, this is the internal environment of the cell, and in between them there is a cell membrane. Inside the cell the concentration of water is low. Inside the cell membrane the concentration of water is high. Low the cell membrane the concentration of water is more, is less. Then water will always move from high to low concentration. Water will move from high to low concentration. So water will move from outside to inside in the plant. And from the cell to cell the water will move to the xylem, and from xylem it will be carried to the leaves of the plant. Now how the water is absorbed? First you have to understand about the osmosis. So osmosis is a process in which the molecules of water move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. So in water, in the soil, water is found in excess. Water is present in the high concentration. But inside the cell, the water content is less concentrated. So water will move from its high concentration to low concentration. It is osmosis. So water will move into the cell by the process of osmosis in the root hairs. Root hair, you can see the water is absorbed here by the root hair. These are the root hairs. Water will be taken by the root hair. Root hair is single layered structure and it is made up of simple epithelial tissue, epidermal tissue. Now water is absorbed by this root hair, then water will move into the cortex region. This is the cortex region, and from cortex region the water will move towards the vascular bundle by passing through endodermis. So how the water move from one cell to other cell? This will be understand. Suppose this is the very first structure that comes in the contact of water. Outside is water. These are the water molecules. So when water is outside is highly concentrated and the water inside the root hair is less concentrated. So water will move from high to low concentration. So water will go into the root hair. Now the neighboring cells of the root hair having the less concentration of water. So water will diffuse into the next cells. By osmosis process, water will go into the next cell. And this has filled with water. Now the neighboring cell of this cell will be having less concentration of water, so water will again move into the next cell which require water. Now this cell will lose water, so this cell will get water from this root hair, and from root hair water will come from the soil. Continuously this process will go on up to the xylem. Xylem is a part of vascular bundle. And through vascular bundle, through xylem, water will move into the stem of the plant, and from stem the water will move into the leaves by ascent of said process. Another process is diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of salt, minerals, molecule, but osmosis is the movement of water molecule. Diffusion is the movement of water molecule. Diffusion is the movement of salt and minerals molecule. They also move from high to low. Diffusion also is a process which based on high to low, but it is applicable for the molecules of substances other than water, but osmosis is applicable for only water. So in the soil, if the salt content is more, but inside the cell the salt content is less, then they will diffuse into the cell. From soil to the root hair, they will move by diffusion, because outside the concentration of salt minerals is more, so they will diffuse into the cell. This is the movement of salt, minerals and other sodium, potassium, iron. So this is called diffusion, because osmosis is applicable only for water. Another process is there, that is called active transport. What is active transport? Active transport is a process of absorption of salt, minerals into the cell by the use of energy. In this, no energy is required. In diffusion, no energy is required. But in active transport, energy is required. Without energy, active transport is not possible. Active transport, when it takes place? It takes place when the concentration of salt and minerals outside the cell of the plant is less, but inside the cell, the concentration of salt and mineral is more. Then the salt will be taken or minerals will be taken by the root hair or by the cells of the plant by active transportation. So this will require energy. This active transportation work against the concentration gradient. These two work on the concentration gradient, but this work on against the concentration gradient.